welcome to the Modern Ball Show. It is episode 43. I'm Ola.
I'm Paige.
Hey, it's Shaq.
It's your boy HD.
Hey, new
Hey,
edition.
who's that?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey. Welcome to the team. I mean, you've been here, but very excited to have you.
Well, guys, we're still an all-girls podcast. We just have HD here, statistician, and just giving us things to talk about.
Overall vibes.
Yeah,
new era, guys. And it's media day.
It's media today in the USA. So what are we excited to see? What conversations are we excited to see? Because I know, like, JB's conversation, when Jayden Brown was asked all about the USA, like, Olympics, he was just like, oh, we're going straight into it? Like,
not even going to warm up.
No.
Yeah, I guess I'm excited to see... I want to know if interviewers are actually going to roast the players the way they should. Do you know what I mean? Like, because people have been in the off season. Obviously, there's going to be loads of things that you would expect interviewers to ask. Like, I want someone to really go for Ben Simmons. Like, I want to see that interview.
Why do you keep bothering him?
Because why does he keep bothering us with the content of him being back in the gym when we know he's going to be out of the court, off the court with a back injury or something?
I think this time is different.
Then if it's different, if it is different, you should silently come back and wow us. I've had enough. 5 years.
Sick of it.
I'm sick of it. Shaq is sick of it. As in Shaquille O'Neal, not just this Shaq. Everybody's tired. And are you not embarrassed? It's enough. It's enough.
Now, do you know how deep this is for Ola? Because she's been talking about it for 3 seasons of Modern Ball.
Can you imagine? But should it even be possible that I can talk about this for 3 seasons? Are you not embarrassed?
Like, why is it still going on?
Do you know what I mean? Maya Jama could even be talking about this right now as to the reason why maybe... Do you know what I mean? Like, that's embarrassing. Just be quiet.
But you know what? That is true. I wanna see where Zion's at also.
Yeah, did he lose the weight? Is it?
I just want to see... I just want to see Bronny and LeBron James.
That is going to be so... I can't lie.
So
that's going to make me
sweet.
so happy.
Have you seen the memes where they've got, like... I think it's on NBA 2K.
Oh, when he's sitting on the lap.
Bronny sitting on his lap. So maybe they should recreate that for Media Day.
You know, part of me, like, when we were sharing that around, I was like, there is no way that is a mistake. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know when you're playing FIFA and like there's some sort of like graphic error that means that you're running into the ground, like below the grass. Like, we know that those happens. Those rarely happen on 2K. So for us to now be in a situation that the graphic error is that Bronny is sitting on LeBron's lap, someone built that on purpose.
On purpose, absolutely.
They went, yeah.
They must have, because they knew it would go viral.
That is not an error. That is straight banter.
Props to that guy, man. Well done.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, 2K this year is lit. We had a bit of a play. Like, it's actually lit. Yeah. I'm very much enjoying it.
Yeah, my team, guys, wait for that series. I'm coming. I've got my pro-am team stacked. Like, I'm ready.
Do you know what? She's not even joking, because she's saying, yeah, I got this person on my team, I got that person on my team. Like, she's ready to play.
I'm ready to play. At me, at Oluwaware, add me on PSN. Let's go for it. I'm ready.
Also, on Media Day, how do you think... I don't know if you're still a Bucks fan, but I am.
I'm not a Bucks fan.
Oh, no, sad. Okay.
I need to find a new team.
Wow. Traitor.
Nah, man.
How do you feel like Doc... Okay, so Doc's, like, excuse this year was that he didn't have a preseason. He didn't have the players. So, do you feel like he has room for, like, margin of error? How big is this margin of error this year if he makes mistakes?
I don't think anyone is expecting the Bucks to win a championship.
Not to win a championship, but to be better than last year, I think.
Yeah, and I think, like, maybe if he has a year in which they don't improve, he gets fired. I think that there is a world in which, like, that would be reasonable.
Must be nice that he can keep his job for that long.
But then, like, fair enough.
I mean, I feel like...
He didn't have a full year, though.
Yeah, I feel like after this year, I feel like he could have another year, and then after that, he'll be done. But
I don't think they'll get rid of him straight away.
I don't feel like that's fair. You put him in the middle of a season where they now have to, like, change whatever they've done. So now this is his first foundational year. And then after that, you pick up what you learned this year to next year. And then I feel like, okay, if you don't improve in year 2, then you're done. Really, year 3, but...
I think that because isn't next year the year where Giannis can go anywhere?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that he is, like, if Giannis and him don't get on, like he's disposable if they want to keep Giannis. So I actually think he's only got this year to prove it, or to prove that the way to do it is without Giannis. I don't think that he's got more than a year in him.
I feel like, for Giannis also and Dame, this is a good... I feel like they should have a good off-season, and I feel like their pre-season should show that they can do this pick and roll that everyone's been talking about. And if they don't do it, then it's simply because they don't want to.
Yeah, and I think that's going to... I don't think they will. I don't think
Giannis...
think so? I don't think Giannis wants to do high pick and rolls.
He needs to grow up, because it's literally like, just do your job. And even though it's boring, but...
He can't dribble. He needs to be like... As in, he's Embiid. You need to treat him like Embiid, even though he's a 4. So realistically, the problem you have is that you're getting someone that is athletic enough to do high pick and rolls, yes, to be dribbling the ball on the 3-point line, and that's not where he should be. Yeah. So that's the problem.
With his size, he needs to get down there.
Yeah.
Like, get downhill after that pick.
And that's the problem. I don't actually think... I think he only takes those massive steps when he's inside the 3-point line, because we've seen it. He can take 2 steps from the inside the 3-point line and dunk, probably. Maybe not, but do you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Setting high pick and rolls with Dame, I just don't think it's going to happen. And then the next problem is that your 5 is Brook Lopez, and he is old. They're done.
They're all getting older. They're not really picking up
they're not
fresh
picking up
meat.
So unless Brook Lopez's brother now comes like a shining star, they've got no hope, in my opinion. They need a trade. Like, they need a crazy trade for that team to, like, really...
Do you know, I think you're being a bit harsh. I feel like... Shaq, I hope you're on my team, because I feel like the Bucks will do better this season. It's not going to be so terrible.
I think they will do better, but I still think it's the same. It's the argument.
It's not a championship team.
Yeah, and it's the same argument that everyone had. Like, they can dominate their conference because their conference is easier. That's the line. But then when it comes to the series, they're not going to dominate because they don't have. They're not deep enough. They don't have the resource to do that. Because I can't remember who it was. I think it was like probably actually Sever or Page, because obviously they hated the fact that we like Sever or Eamon, because they hated that we were Bucks fans. They were the ones who said, yeah, you can be first or second, but look at your number of losses. And it's like, it's true.
But under Doc, like, with healthy players and under his new regime, they haven't lost a game with healthy players. When everyone is healthy and everyone's ready to go.
But they failed in the playoffs.
No, well, Giannis wasn't there.
But I don't think he would have made that much of a difference. But
what?
Yes.
All right, you two will go on all day.
One of the best players in the world today.
No, but I feel like I think he would have made a difference, but not against
he's
the
like
conference.
top.
Like, as in, you know what we need to do? We need to see the games that they lost in season to know how many of them were against the teams in the other conference. Because that's the data that tells you whether or not actually the problem is the teams they're playing in the playoffs. Because that's what I really think the issue is.
Who did they play? Pacers?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Okay, when we do in-season tournament, we can touch back on this.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
We go again. The only thing I really want to see on media day is Jimmy Butler and whatever hair he chooses, to be honest.
I want to see him with a mohawk.
A mohawk?
Spiky. I think he's on that kind of wave.
I feel like he's just going to... What if he just does boring, like, back to basics? Everyone's going to be like, disappointed.
We're going to be like, is that it?
But I think if he does that, then what he's telling us is that he's serious about this season. So it could be intentional if he does that. If not,
but did you
during playoffs?
Yeah.
Did you see Alicia Clark from Vegas? She had on like house slippers for her media day.
Yeah,
they took a team photo and she had these like big fluffy slippers. So I guess just a bit of fun.
Yeah. We shall see. Anything else? Everyone else, like, I want to see this.
No, I'm just ready to hear what Doc says, and obviously like this will come out after all of that is done. But yeah, I'm just ready to hear what he says about the team that I still have faith in.
Girl, give it a rest.
I'm like a silent advocate. Like, I want the best for them. It's like a breakup.
You guys both want the best because you guys have been going on and on about this team for a long time.
Yeah. I want
so
the
you
best
clearly
for them.
both love them.
I want it for Giannis.
I want it for exactly, and that's it. I feel like I finally come to the conclusion that I always knew, like, I'm a player supporter first, and it's always been Giannis, which is why it inadvertently was Bucks. But that team are not equipped, and I'm tired.
You're not wasting your time on them.
Yeah, I'm wasting my time.
There we go.
But it doesn't mean that I'm gonna go and put my faith in another team. I'm not a glory hunter.
I love
it just
that.
means that I'm gonna watch another team more excitedly rather than like have my heart broken game after game.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. But you're supposed to be a fan. You're supposed to support them through their ups and downs.
Nah, man, I live in the UK.
Okay.
There's different rules.
Her mind changes like UK weather.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? That's it.
Cool. Derrick Rose retiring.
Oh, that's sad, man.
Do you know what? 15 years in the league, jeez. He, like, with the injuries that he had, his knee, like, I'm shocked he lasted that long. Yeah. And that's, like, sick.
And that he gave that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, when you get to the point where it's like you don't want your injuries to be the thing that defines you as a player. I feel like,
and it has.
Yeah. And I do youngest ever MVP. Like that should have been the thing that defined him.
I feel like if he was healthy, if he had a healthy career, I feel like he would be better than Steph.
Oh,
wow, that's a crazy
I feel
statement.
like he would be a better point guard than Steph.
Wow, what makes you say that? Like, what did he bring to the league?
Well, because his gameplay was very much noticeable. Like you would want Derrick Rose on your team. Like D Rose, like he brought something there. And for me, it was like, it's not saying that Steph doesn't do that, but I feel like they're, to be fair, mindset very similar. But I'll be more, if he was healthy, I'll be more excited to see like his extreme peak. I just feel like it hasn't been seen. So I feel like there was so much more to give, and it was just, everything was on management of his injuries. So if he was healthy, I feel like he would surpass.
I heard that because I feel like he's so athletic, and not saying Steph Curry isn't, but the way he can get up to the rim, I'm wondering like how he would have been if he wasn't hurt. So.
And you know, like,
you might have a point there, Paige.
Not to make this about Ben Simmons, but but can you see the difference in the conversation we're having about Derrick Rose versus Ben Simmons? Like, there's compassion there because actually we know the struggle. It wasn't in our face. It was never presented to us that it was going to be a better season. He actually was just working at it in the background rather than in our faces. That's the difference. Which is why we're in a position where people are saying that he deserves to be called. He deserves a Hall of Fame. He is.
Do you feel like he deserves Hall of Fame?
I think you can't be the youngest ever MVP and not get Hall of Fame. Like, I think that is.
Did he win a title? Like a ring?
I don't think he ever did. No.
That doesn't define it. I don't think that defines it.
I mean, I feel like
sorry,
the accolades. I feel like the
bad teams. That doesn't define
of being
it.
a Hall of Famer should be up. I feel like he's a legendary player. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, personally. Wait, does he have a ring?
No, he doesn't have a ring. I mean, but some accolades, man. Youngest MVP ever.
Yeah, All-Star how many times?
All-Star 3 times.
Okay,
Rookie of the year.
Put him in the Hall of Fame. Paige, leave him alone. Put him in there.
That's like, that's Candice Parker.
Candice Parker has a ring.
Yeah, fair, but I mean, like,
that's 3.
Do you know what I mean? She went glory hunting for that, boy.
Yeah, fair.
But did Caitlyn get a ring in college? We're not going to take away. We're not going to take away from what she did in college.
No, and she's legendary, but she's not.
She will be in the Hall of Fame. She will be in the Hall of Fame for Iowa.
Yeah, exactly.
She will be,
and
but
it's
she
a very
doesn't
good
deserve.
Point. Ooh. I mean,
you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah,
did you just say?
Racists are gonna come for you.
All right, they're coming.
I feel like because if the standard has been set, like you need this to be a Hall of Famer, then it should stay that way.
And maybe actually, it's fair, because then the argument for D Rose is that yes, you brought so much to the game, and we all are grateful for that. Same way, yes, Caitlyn, you brought so much to the game in terms of NCAA, and we're grateful for that. But actually, you didn't ever get a ring, so you're not a Hall of Famer. Same way D Rose isn't. But we do know that it will be one rule for one and another for another. But
it doesn't take away what she's done for the game. That's never gonna go. But I feel like by paper, should she be a Hall of Famer? No, but obviously, like, her game speaks for itself. She is a Hall of Famer. But what you've achieved, it's like, you know, when we were talking about Angel Reese. Okay, she gets double doubles, but she doesn't win games. Yeah. So it's kind of like, no, you're doing you're doing your thing, but you actually aren't winning games.
Yeah. No, it's fair. It's fair. But yeah, shout out to D Rose, man.
Shout out to D Rose.
Yeah, a legend in the game. We're gonna miss him, and I think like he's taught people how to. He's shown the comeback. I think the thing that, like, obviously that I'm going to miss is the fact that you touched on it when you said that, like, is he better than Steph? I actually think that, you know what we expected Chris Paul to do when he went to Golden State? First of all, we thought that he was like a fake trade, right? He was going to move somewhere else. Then we realized that actually how they were trying to utilize him was that they needed someone that was seasoned in the game, could see the game, and basically develop their team in a way Steve Kerr couldn't, because Steve Kerr obviously hasn't changed his plays in the last 5 years.
Needed a vet.
Yeah, they needed a vet to give them the ability to see the floor differently. And I actually think if D Rose had gone there, it would have been a completely different situation. It's the same.
Yeah, 100%.
It's the same concept, right? That actually you need someone like that. So what I'm gonna miss is actually to see how D Rose would have played with Ja. I want
to have Ja under his wing.
Yeah, I would have loved to see how that would have, because all we have from this year in terms of Ja is
go on, say it.
Is everything. Yeah, Guns N' Roses, we know, but all we have is that like, we don't know if he's coming back I guess, like, mentally sound person, right?
I should hope so.
Yeah, we should hope so. But actually, the main reason he stayed away from this season wasn't because of the mistakes that he made, the large mistakes he made. It's because of an injury, right? Actually, in both situations where you needed a legend that could teach you through an injury, as well as a leader on the court, D Rose was the guy. And now you don't get to see that this season. And I think that's the thing that I actually think that would have really contributed to Ja's growth.
Yeah.
And we're not going to get to see that.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Which is really sad.
Good point.
But it just speaks to the legend that is D Rose, that actually we know that Ja would have benefited from a player like that.
Yeah, it speaks on who D Rose is as a player. On and off the court, the leadership is insane.
Yeah.
100%.
Timberwolves.
Right. Timberwolves and Knicks trade. Okay, do we love this for the Knicks? I do. I feel like they needed that. I mean, Mitchell Robinson's out. And then, I mean, I think they were quite heavy in the wings anyway. So, Julius, they're not losing much to that place. But I've been seeing conversations like, Cat is such a good defender. He's a great defender. I'm like, okay, he's a defender. Like, it's not like he doesn't play defense. But to say that he's like up there, he's not up there as a defender. But I think
I'll put AD above him, and we know that that's begrudgingly.
Otis got issues, you know.
Hate that guy. I really hate that guy.
Otis actually got. You see all that hate in your heart. You need to release it. Like, let it go.
True, forgiveness.
No, okay, but I feel like this is good for the Knicks. And do I love it for the Timberwolves? I feel like it's not as bad as what I initially thought. I feel like it will play out to be okay.
I do not agree with that.
I mean, obviously, like, they're losing like a key player. Team chemistry was insane. I mean, it's going to be big for Anthony Edwards. He's probably going to have to do a lot more. But I think I feel like Julius Randle's tough also. Like, put some respect on his name.
It's not even that he's not tough. I just think that you don't break apart a team that could have won.
I mean, look what they're doing to Denver.
Yeah.
They're literally stripping Jokic from all his utensils. That team is falling apart.
But I guess, in a world where you have to, like, make sure that, I mean, there would have been compelling reasons why, but it's true. But I just think that your first contenders, right, you've built a team that is yes, the Knicks are probably the next team that are a natural contender.
Yeah.
But you've taken away from one team to build another contention team. And I don't feel like either is going to benefit enough to actually contend.
Yeah. I heard that, like, Knicks been trying to get Cat for a minute. So, I mean, he was obviously, like, really shocked. Man was shooting in the gym. But yeah, it's been a minute, and there's some chemistry there with the office and that. So I feel like even though it is going to be weird, and I'm 9 years deep in a team, and you know when Marcus Smart left the Celtics, I felt like that man was going to retire. And you know, there's something special when people just stay in that one jersey the whole career. But
D-Rose as well.
Something extremely special, especially like D Wade flipping out. But I do, I am going to, it's going to be a different game, but I can't lie, I'm excited to see what the Knicks make out of this and how the Timberwolves change, if they do change. I mean, they will change, but like, will they change their game completely?
But in terms of who won the trade for me, it's definitely
Knicks. I mean, I mean, you said you were you're excited to see the Knicks play this season with Brunson and that. So this is gonna be really good for him.
Yeah.
And I feel like the amount of pressure that's on him, this gives him a chance to get further. I don't know if that's championship worthy. I don't necessarily think so, but I think it gives them a chance to get far.
Yeah. And I guess actually that's the beauty of the in-season tournament or the Emirates Cup as it is now. That actually we're gonna start seeing how much of a fighting chance these teams will have in the playoffs earlier than we've ever seen before.
Do you feel like the Emirates Cup is like a mock exam?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
it's like a mock exam for SAT. What's it? GCSEs.
GCSEs. Yeah. But I guess a more intense one because it's one and done, isn't it? So
yeah, literally.
Yeah, I guess we'll start to see. Hopefully, it also builds teams like the Timberwolves, like their resilience in terms of, because their biggest learning from the final series was that like every game matters. You can't get to game 3 and be like, see you in game 4. Like, you can't have that mentality.
You got to give it everything on that one game. What do you think, Shaq?
I don't know. You guys.
Anyway, JT jersey change. HD, let us know about that.
According to some articles, JT has apparently changed his number from 0 to 23. What do you lot think about that?
Honestly, I didn't know the number. Bold, 23. Do we have the script? What did he say? he media day interviews, that roast, I'm here. I want to know the roast. The interviewers must roast him for that, because who are you?
Guys, quickly, whilst HD's sorting that out, seeing what JT says about that, we have some snacks in Spotify Studios.
Today's feature.
Unfortunately, Shakira isn't here in person to try it. But
ASMR, I'll give it to them.
Yeah, here we go. And then this is apple crisps with a squeeze of mango. So I'll take one.
It's quite a big one.
Wait.
Very much regretting that.
Last week we had, what was it? Strawberry with air.
In
the middle.
Did it say air in the description?
No.
Okay.
No.
Like, no way did they sell that
like dried
did
strawberries.
they tell you in the campaign slogan that they're selling you air? Imagine.
Do you know what? I think I would still actually buy it.
I guess that's what arrows are.
Yeah,
actually,
exactly.
Yeah, that's true. And they even had the nerve to put in the title. That's crazy.
Arrows. That's a nice chocolate. I might get that after. But anyway, okay, cool. Let's try it.
Okay.
The noise.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
But the fact that I'm still chewing it.
It does the same thing though. Like, at some point in time, you stop chewing it and then it just disintegrates.
You guys just send me a pack over, then I'll use it. Then I'll have a try.
We will. Shaq, where are you in the world?
I'm in the US. I don't like it.
No, it tastes like.
I'm in the US.
It tastes like. Now it's starting to taste like, baby food. The apple.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It just disintegrates all of a sudden. Yeah, 5 out of 10 texture. It's not for me.
But
Is it healthy? Is it healthy? Is it healthy?
I guess it's apple. No added sugar. None of your 5 a day. Nothing artificial.
Absolutely nothing from concentrate.
So it's not worthy. I'm joking.
All right.
But yeah, can you tell us where you are in the world now that the haters?
Yeah, I'm in the US.
How's it going out there? So you've been out there like just under a week, right?
Yeah, over a week. What's the date today? Yeah, like over a week. I got the chance to go see my old teammate play, Kiki, for Phoenix, which was one of probably Diana Taurasi's last regular season game, which was very exciting for my first game. The atmosphere was wild. I don't think you guys understand. Because I just expected them to just sit there and just be clapping and just be watching and, oh, nice. No, they was into the game. And the thing is, we were down like 20 points.
I did see how much they lost.
It was kind of a blowout, but it was great to be a part of that and just like witness everything that they have going on in the US now. Like, it's crazy.
No, that's really cool. That's really cool.
I love that for DT also. She's obviously like been in the game where it was probably like the crowd was like 20 fans to like thousands of fans. So that's and the fact that she's getting the acknowledgement and her flowers whilst I love that for her.
Yeah. And she's got the practice facility named after her now, which is wild.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So I need to correct myself. So there's a rumour going around that JT is changing his jersey, not to 23, to 24.
Okay. Oh, to 24.
Oh, 24.
It's even more.
He has a Kobe tattoo.
Oh, okay.
That was a rumor. It was according to an insider, NBA insider, but that's it. Yeah, nothing confirmed from himself.
I don't think there's anything against that. Changing it to someone that you admire.
Yeah, I think.
Personally.
I mean, but wouldn't you want to create your own legacy and your own like name?
For LeBron.
Not necessarily. No? Not necessarily. I feel like we all had like our inspirations growing up, and like we did something because of someone else. So
no, that's fair. That's fair. I feel like, yeah, I wonder if it wasn't JT, if we would be more like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if that was like Brunson, for example, I don't feel like we would be asking the question. But I think because it's JT and the season that we've all thought he would have versus the results of, I guess, him walking out of that season with a championship, give it to him, but without any MVPs, take it away from him, like, respectfully, I think that's probably the reason that we're like, why now?
Maybe it's a statement. You know, he's been working on his shot, supposedly. But I mean, I say that to say because I say that to say because when I was watching the videos, I feel like it's still the same shot. I don't feel like it's changed much.
Paige is now a basketball shooter and analysis.
No, because I mean, a lot of people have said it. Like his shot is still pretty much the same. It looks more consistent. I say that, but it's still the same shot. That's his shot. Like, I wouldn't say it was broken. So don't fix something that wasn't. I mean, yeah, don't fix something that wasn't broken. But
why do you think we're giving him such a hard time though? What do you think the gap is?
I feel like, do you know what it is? I feel like it's the fact that he's had such a tough time since winning the championship. So imagine winning a championship and then obviously like having whatever happened in the Olympics, all of that online. Like the image is insane. And to be fair, I do see Celtics winning another championship this year.
Yeah, I agree. They're the only team that's not changed.
Yeah. Yeah, they just got older, but in the same breath, they're still good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not like wildly old. Like they're not LeBron James. I mean, LeBron James being old is still sick. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But they're not of that age. So
I think that we give him a hard time because we feel, and I hear it because actually everyone that is a Celtics supporter would always say that he's a kid, and we were expecting so much of him. Because the reality is we don't give AE that same slack or flack, I guess. But I think if AE goes on to have the next 3 seasons that JT did, we would.
Yeah.
That's the reality, right? It's as though like, yes, we give him flowers and take them away at the same time. And I feel like...
Because sometimes when you've done it once, it's kind of like, is it a fluke? Did you just get lucky that year? And then if you're consistently showing like these results, then it's like, okay, like we're relying on you now. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think the thing for JT, I think the reason that he doesn't just get flowers without people taking things away is that you couldn't name the part of his game that is changing the game. That's the problem, right? AE is his athleticism. You can name every other player. You can name what it is. JT, I would probably say the closest thing you could say is his pass ability and his leadership. But those things they're not highlight reels.
But it doesn't have to be highlight reels though. You feel like it needs to?
I think that's the reason that we
why
can
we
never
don't
just
talk
give
about
him.
him.
We watched the game.
That's the reason why he doesn't win MVPs. That's the reason why. Do you know what I mean? Like, because actually,
it's entertainment at the
end.
Do
you think Jaylen Brown is highlight reel like all the time worthy?
No,
I think he does his job and he does it flipping very well.
Yeah, I think that's.
Who did you say, Paige?
Jaylen
Who
Brown.
Did you say? Oh,
yeah, the beard that is no more. Yeah, they both went for image changes this year, innit? Like cut the hair, cut the beard.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. Like,
are you gonna buy a shoe?
Paige, I can't with the
Sorry. Are you gonna buy a shoe?
I love what he stands for, so I might. I like the fact that he's like fuck a brand. Do you know what I mean? I've got morals. I really do rate it, so I might do it just for that because I will put my hands up and say that when he was talking about when he got the biggest deal in NBA history, right? And he was saying, he wanted to invest in black talent in Boston. I was like, where? Do you remember? I was like, 1, who is the black talent that's in Boston? And 2, in this racist environment, that's where you're going to do it. And actually, he's come and done it. And time again, he's showcasing that he doesn't really care what the norm is. He's going to do it a different way and actually really rate it. So I'll buy the shoe.
I'll buy the shoe.
Yeah. Shaq, you going to buy the shoe?
No.
Is it because he can't use his left hand?
No, because I just want to support women's shoes. Waiting for Asia's shoe to come out.
All right, guys, before we move on, news just came in. The Kemba Mutombo's just passed away.
Oh.
The what?
The no.
Yeah. Brain cancer.
He's
Hall of Famer. Known for blocking.
Oh.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, man. And did, like, I guess they're probably not going to tell us, like, if everyone knew about it. That's really sad.
That is sad, but what a career he's had.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that's as long as you're Hall of Famer. You know what I mean?
I hope we get a season of people doing this celebration in memory.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Condolences to his family.
Definitely.
That
would have been a journey.
up in our prayers. Yeah. Wow. I didn't see that happening. Wow. DeMar DeRozan. New book coming out. Well, I think it's out now. It's called Above the Noise, and in the UK here we celebrate Black History Month in October. So let's just highlight DeMar DeRozan as we go into the month of October. He had to battle depression, and he's been very vocal and public about it. So it's extremely excited to read this book. I recommend all young Black men, anyone who struggles with any, like when they feel alone, anyone in sport, like definitely give this a read. Always fun to learn something new. You don't even need to be a basketball player, to be fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely give it a read. Shout out to him for using his platform and, you know, like trying to help others get through what he's been through. He talks about, like, you know, being poor, the struggles he's had and making it to where he is. And yeah, I respect it. And it's stories like that need to show that we're all human. And yeah, so excited for that and excited for the season he's about to have.
Yeah. Book club?
Nice.
Book club, let's start it.
Okay, yeah, we need to do a book club episode. We'll review the book.
Let's do it.
Yeah, in Black History Month. I love that.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So LeBron said he doesn't do one-on-ones. Said it's not real. It's not real basketball.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
I'm not shocked at that.
Yeah.
That guy goes 1-on-5. Like, that's a real basketball game.
But he goes 1-on-5 with a pass. He needs a good pass to go 1-on-5. Do you know what I mean? Like, he needs the ability for, like, because I think LeBron's skill is court vision, and you can't create court vision when you don't have the pass into the right place.
Yeah.
So he can't do anything in that.
Why did he come out and say that? Did someone ask him?
Someone did ask him. But because of that, I came up with a game segment for us.
Okay, cool.
So in a 1v1, who do you think will win in their prime? We're going to go first with Steph Curry versus Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie.
Steph Curry, sorry.
Over Kyrie?
Yeah.
Do you not understand this guy is a magician?
Isn't he?
Yeah, but Steph's going to get all the twos. Is it twos and ones?
It's twos and ones.
Yeah, twos and ones, and that's double. That's double.
He's not going to get
Steph.
No, I think Kyrie's defense is
it's
reasonable
locked down.
enough. Yeah. Like, he's going to stop
Steph.
that.
I said
and
what I
also,
said.
Is it, what are the rules? Is it winner? Because
winner checks.
Winner, yeah, it's Kyrie then. Oh, actually, yeah, it's Kyrie.
No.
He's a whole magician, like this man.
Yeah, man. Because, like, I
That's
think...
Uncle Drew.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
But
think his clutch game.
Steph's 2 points, which is double to every 1 point Kyrie probably will get.
But
Kyrie gonna shoot.
He's about to get 11.
Yeah,
Not like Steph.
Yeah,
Not
but,
like Steph.
but I don't think.
But the defense on Steph, it will be tough for him to get it off, and that's been shown.
Yeah,
so,
and I think Kyrie's ability to create space against Steph is better than Steph's ability to create space against Kyrie.
You lot are overthinking this. It's a 1v1. No one else is involved. It's just Kyrie versus Steph.
Yeah,
That's it.
It's Kyrie, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Steph, Kyrie.
All right, cool. Second one, Klay Thompson versus Ray Allen. In
Ray
their
Allen.
prime.
Ray Allen.
I want to say Klay. In his prime.
Both, everyone in their prime.
I think
But Ray Allen in his prime.
Yeah,
no,
man.
I want to say Klay.
I think Ray Allen, because you've got inside game. I don't see Clay's inside game.
No, I want to say Klay. I feel like he will do more.
What has he done on the inside?
Nothing,
that he could do 1v1.
I'm still gonna say Klay.
Kevin Garnett versus Anthony Davis. All in their prime, no injuries, no nothing.
We don't even know what.
Yeah, Kevin Garnett.
Do you know what? I thought you said Anthony Edwards. No. I was like, we don't even know his prime yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Garnett for sure.
100%.
Kevin Garnett, yeah.
Okay.
But you know what?
Shaq saying that as an AD fan.
LeBron fan.
I'm not an AD fan.
I'm a
Lakers LeBron fan. I'm a
Lakers
LeBron fan.
So you can empathize with why I'm leaving the Bucks, Abby.
I guess so.
Dwayne Wade versus James Harden.
D-Wade.
Prime, yeah, James Harden.
D-Wade. Really?
Yeah.
That's actually really hard.
Yeah, take his belly away. And take his belly away and his ego and just have him play pure ball. That step back shimmy.
That's not how it works. That's like saying, let me add a player.
Speaking of James Harden.
That's his prime. When he didn't have the belly or the ego.
No, to be fair, I think it is going to be James Harden. But speaking of James Harden, I'm excited for him this season. Paul George won't be there. Kawhi is injured at the moment. Like, he had swelling? Is it swelling in his knee or ankle? What happened to his?
Who?
Kawhi.
Oh yeah, it is. Something like that.
So he's injured. So he's out. He had surgery in May or something. And
meanwhile, he
this is.
US. Sorry.
but this is where like James Harden can actually be the system. He has like, if I'm James Harden this season, I'm thinking,
He's not doing that without Russell Westbrook though. He's not a leader.
Oh gosh, okay. Still excited for him though.
I'm excited for him, but he's not without Russell Westbrook. That he's not doing anything.
Anyway, sorry, off topic. Go on.
Chris Paul versus Rondo.
Ooh, in prime.
Chris Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul, man. Another one that could have been a Hall of Famer.
Just like going against you guys. Chris Paul.
Jason Kidd versus Steve Nash.
Steve Nash.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've seen his prime yet, but Magic Johnson versus Luka.
Yeah.
Luka.
It's two different. Do you know what? It's two different times of play. So it was like, yeah, Luka's game today will definitely beat Magic.
Yeah. And
I'm surprised you didn't say Michael Jordan against LeBron James.
Yeah,
it was too obvious.
Yeah.
We've got one more though.
Go on.
Again, I don't know if we've seen his prime yet, but Embiid versus Dirk Nowitzki.
I don't think Embiid can get any better, personally.
For real?
I don't think he's
No, to be fair,
I think his attitude... I think between his attitude,
and his
injuries, and the lack of
and God bless him, man had to play half dead.
Yeah,
it wasn't even his fault.
Yeah, I remember his eye was closed, like he was playing with his eye closed. I don't think he's getting any better.
I'll put Dirk. No, I actually wouldn't. I don't know. Oh, HD, what are you doing?
I put Dirk, man. I don't think Embiid's getting any better.
Okay, I'll put Dirk.
I'm putting Dirk just because Embiid gets my nerves.
Yeah. I also think that Embiid is guardable. I do think he's guardable. I think Dirk was actually a problem. Whereas Embiid, his bag is limited. Realistically, his bag is limited.
For a 1v1, yeah. If you put him on one position at the same time, then I feel like he's got that over Dirk.
Because who's going to give him the ball in the corner to get him that turnaround jumper? No one. He's got to get there. And he's going to lose the ball on that first dribble, 100%. Because that, whatever he's going to try and do to fake, that ball, he'll roll it. As in, even without the bounce.
Boy.
Yeah, respect.
Dirk, we got you.
Yeah, Dirk. Catch you on the flip side, guys. Thank you for
listening. All right, see you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.